All right, which one should I have? I bet this is the lobster one. This one's interesting. Happy 2022, everyone. We're in a new year. We're done with 2021. And I got a new snack box in from Yami. So working with them, I curated a snack box of my favorite Asian snacks, and I'm going to do an unboxing today. So let's see what's in my box, and I'll talk about each item that I picked and why. Okay, I'm gonna move this box off the table because it's pretty big, and then let's do some unboxing. All right, the first thing is this. So I'm gonna ask John behind the camera what it is.
It's taro chips.
Okay, so taro chips. I love taro chips because I grew up eating a lot of potato chips. I love crispy, salty things. I'm more of a salty person than a sweet snack, so I picked taro chips because taro is an Asian flavor. I love like taro milk tea, and I thought this would be a good snack to have. So I'm gonna dig in. Let's see how to open this. I believe you tear it like this. All right. Smells starchy. Here, I'm pulling out some. Definitely has a hint of taro. Very crunchy, which I like. Not too salty. These can definitely be addicting. I think this would be good too if you even dipped in some aioli. This is good. Okay, but I want to save my stomach for more snacks, so let's continue. All right. The next snack in my box is
Fish cracker, salted egg yolk.
I love fish chips. I know it sounds weird, but there's a thing that I had when I was in Asia, so that's basically like fish flavored chips. We grew up eating shrimp chips as well, and salted egg yolk is something I also discovered while I was over there. So it gives like it lends like a savory flavor, umami, I guess, kind of a little bit funky to the chips, but like I said, I love chips, so let's open this one. Smells like salted egg yolks, which I love. Very umami. Subtle flavors, super crispy, delicious, addictive. What are these shaped like? Like fries?
They look like fries, but empty in the middle, hollow. They look crunchy.
I like that Asian snacks aren't like super salty or super sweet. I feel like they're usually balanced really well. This one's good too. So far we've got 2 chips because, like I said, I love crispy things. Moving on.
That's a bat. Upside down. It's a squid seafood snack. Hot and spicy. It says dried squid, I believe.
Let's give it a try. Tearing it open. Basically, it's like, think of beef jerky, but it's made of squid. Oh, are they individually wrapped?
Yeah.
Oh, even more convenient. Trying to find, oh, here it is. Right, I'm tasting the dried squid. It's pretty spicy. So I know if I kept eating this, my nose would start running. But someone like John, who loves eating spicy, he'd like this.
I think you're eating 2.
Am I?
I think there's 2 layers.
Maybe. I can't tell. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside for you because it's pretty spicy. I'm gonna wash my hands too. Next item, I believe this is red boat fish sauce, right? Is this the front?
No. Nope. Yes.
Okay, my favorite fish sauce, this is what I use in the kitchen for cooking. It's extra virgin first pressed fish sauce. I visited their factory in Phu Quoc, Vietnam. Had a tour with Guong, the owner and founder of Red Boat. So of course, fish sauce was my secret weapon on MasterChef. I use it in a lot of my dishes. You have to use it very small amount and it adds a lot of interesting salty and umami to a dish. So of course, this isn't necessarily a snack that you want to just eat straight up, although I do. Sometimes I dip food in it, just straight fish sauce all the time and eat it. But I had to include it in my box because it is one of my favorite things. All right, next item. This feels like instant noodles. Is this right side up?
Turn it clockwise.
I believe is this Shin Ramyun?
Yeah.
Shin Ramyun is one of my favorite instant noodles. I didn't grow up necessarily eating this. I don't think I discovered this until college, and then once I discovered it in college, of course, I fell in love. It's pretty spicy, so sometimes I only put half of the spice pack in it, but I like it because the noodles are kind of like chewy. There's a lot of savoriness to the broth, and actually every time we go snowboarding on a snowboarding trip, we always pack a bunch of Shin Ramyun bowls and cups to eat in the cabin after we do a day of snowboarding because it's hot and it's warming of the soul. We always just have Shin Ramyun around the house, so it's one of my favorite instant noodles, so I had to definitely include that in my Yami snack box. A drink.
Turn it around just a little more. Okay. Yo's chrysanthemum drink.
I had a lot of this in college as well. You can tell I snacked a lot in college, but Yo's chrysanthemum tea, I used to drink it in the juice box, but I like this tea because it's sweet, it's not caffeinated, and I'm pretty sensitive to caffeine. So I can't always drink caffeine late at night or even past noon. But it tastes floral, which maybe some people wouldn't like that, but I like chrysanthemum tea.
What is it similar to? What is it similar to?
I would say it's sort of similar to jasmine tea in a way, but chrysanthemum tea tends to not have caffeine, and jasmine tea tends to be the jasmine flavor in the black tea leaves, so jasmine tea will have more caffeine, but it just tastes floral, and it reminds me of eating dim sum or at Cantonese restaurants. But I used to drink these juice boxes a lot in college, so I kind of subsisted on a lot of chrysanthemum tea. It's like a liquid snack, I would say. So, yummy, and it's helping calm down the hot squid that I just ate. All right, keep that open. Next snack. These feels like chips too. Is it this way?
Yes. It is Lay's salted egg.
More salted egg yolk stuff. So Lay's makes salted egg yolk chips that you can get in Asia. I discovered salted egg yolk when I was in Asia, and it is an interesting flavor, but how would you describe it, John? Very savory?
Savory, and like imagine egg yolk taste that's been amplified and concentrated.
Yeah, so if you love egg yolk flavor, then you'll probably like salted egg yolk stuff. And I'm gonna dig right in. It's a good size bag so that you can have some portion control. Here's what it looks like. I would assume a little bit yellow.
Yeah.
Slightly salty, savory, rich, egg yolky flavor. Definitely taste the potato from the Lay. Really delicious. They're pretty good too. That one has more egg yolk flavor. Should I keep going?
Yeah, just kidding.
Okay. That's a lot of snacks you get. These feel like more chips. You can tell I love chips.
I would say that.
I'm assuming these are maybe shrimp chips?
Shrimp chips.
Flavor?
Original.
All right. Okay. With 2021 being kind of a rough year and 2020 before that also being a pretty rough year with the whole COVID stuff happening, a lot of people have turned to comfort food. And so you can tell a lot of these snacks that I have that I curated and picked out for my Yummy snack box, it's a lot of childhood nostalgia that comes with it. So shrimp chips, for example, are one of those things that I grew up eating a lot with my cousins and my parents as well. My dad would eat it maybe with having a beer, but I would just snack on them, like a ton of them, just while watching TV during the summers or just after school. It was kind of like obviously the Asian version of a potato chip. And it sounds really weird, but they're really delicious. They're very, I guess I would say, they're just very savory. And I just tend to choose savory and salty snacks over sweet. So a lot of the snacks that came in my snack box are going to be things like chips. And I always love like crispy, crunchy things as well. There's something comforting about that texture. So that's why there are a lot of chips, and this is one of them. So I'm actually gonna open this and give it a try as well and see if it brings me back to childhood. Yeah, tastes like subtle shrimp, which I know may sound weird if you're not Asian, you didn't grow up eating shrimp snacks or shrimp flavored chips, but I like how these are small and they can just fit right in your mouth, and a subtle shrimp flavor. So shrimp is naturally also sweet, so there's a subtle sweetness to this as well. But I like how they kind of stick to your tongue too, that texture. So shrimp chips, one of my favorite Asian snacks, which is why it's in my Yummy snack box. All right, next. Oh man, probably another bag of chips. Is this a Lay's chip?
Yes, it's upside down. It's spicy lobster.
Spicy lobster. I wonder if this tastes like crawfish, but of course I had to do more chips, and I like seafood obviously, so I'm putting a spicy lobster one in here. Smells a little citrusy, which citrus goes well with seafood, especially spicy. Let's try one. These chips are a little thicker. I wouldn't say they're like kettle crunchy, but there's a little bit of citrus I taste. Okay. Sweetness, a little spice. It's not too spicy though. My nose is already beginning to run from the squid I ate earlier. I'm pretty sensitive to spiciness, but this I think even a kid could eat. I like the crunch on these. All right, let's move on to the next snack. Okay, not a chip. I'm gonna guess this might be chili sauce.
Chef crunchy garlic sauce.
Is this the Japanese brand?
Yeah.
Oh, what brand is this? This is your favorite one, isn't it?
Yeah. S&B umami topping.
Okay. So, people, this sauce, my husband John loves this sauce. My brother-in-law loves this sauce. So, they are kind of addicted to this sauce. So we always have at least one jar in the house. We just gave one to my cousin as well. This we've had on sushi at really nice sushi places. But basically, if you like the flavor of garlic, it has a little bit of heat, but it's not like too spicy, not like Thai chili paste or like some sambal paste. It's not that spicy, but John is like the expert behind this, so I had to include one of his favorite things in the snack box. But These jars can get pricey if you buy them individually, but they're in this snack box. So you have to get the snack box to try it. John, how would you describe it? I know John puts it on like everything.
It's similar to like Chinese chili oil, but it has a more
Garlicky,
and it has a nice crunch to it, and it's not very spicy. So it adds a lot of umami, and you can just toss in some rice or noodles or whatever.
Or eggs, fish. Yeah, so I'm glad that's in the snack box. Just for you, hun. Shin ramyun?
No,
Sapporo Ichiban? Indomie.
Sapporo Ichiban.
Oh.
Tonkatsu Ramen.
Tonkatsu Ramen, okay. Sapporo Ichiban. Like I said, a lot of these snacks are things that I grew up eating, and Sapporo Ichiban is one of them. I subsisted on this in college as well, but I had maybe my first one when I was in elementary school, because my best friend from elementary school who lived down the street used to have Sapporo Ichiban, and I used to have them in the packs, not the bowls, but just the packs. And on the days after we'd like be playing all morning and afternoon, we'd be hungry, we would just take the packet of Sapporo Ichiban instant noodles and then just open it up. We would take the seasoning and then open the seasoning pack, sprinkle it into the noodles, and then close it back up and then just crush it so that all the noodles just get crushed, and then we would just eat it like a dry snack. So that's one of my fond childhood memories, so I had to include Sapporo Ichiban in here. The tonkatsu flavor is like your traditional pork ramen flavor, so that's what this is. So good to always have around the house in case a storm comes and your power goes out and you just need to boil some water on your gas stove and make some instant noodles. So included that in the snack box as well. I don't know, what is this one?
Turn it around towards me a little bit, the other way. Right there, yeah. It's Milo.
Oh, Milo.
They call it Milo, right?
Is it? I don't know, everyone, is it Milo or Milo?
Or they said Milo.
I don't remember, I thought it was Milo, but this is basically chocolate malt beverage powder. So I mostly had this in Singapore, but I know it's common in Asia. It reminds me of kind of like chocolate milk, but not as sweet, I would say. But this was something that I had quite a bit in Singapore, and I don't know, if you like chocolate, then this is a good beverage to have. So you can get the whole canister of Milo chocolate malt powder in my Yami snack box. I think we're nearing the end. This might be the last thing. This must be Indomie.
Yes.
So Indomie is an instant noodle, but it's different where it's not typically served with the broth inside. It's kind of like a drier instant noodle. Of course, I believe it's either Indonesian or, I don't know, can you say where it's made, hun?
Jakarta, Indonesia.
Oh, okay, so there you go. That's correct.
Fried noodles. Fork included.
I like Indomie because it's different. Sometimes it's hot. You don't necessarily want a hot broth steaming in your face. I know it could be hot in Indonesia, and I discovered these dry instant noodles a few years ago, actually, and they're really rich and flavorful as well, and I like it because I love stir-fried noodles, dry noodles, fried noodles, pan-fried noodles. I just love noodles, period, and this is a nice alternative to something if you don't want it too soupy. And this is the last snack that I pulled out of my snack box, everyone. So all these things you can get in my Yami Asian snack box. So for more information on how to sign up for the box, there's information that you can look at below.